Good morning, everyone. Doop. Good morning, everyone. I knew that was going to happen. Hope everyone's having a good day. It's Tuesday. Welcome to the Daily Reflection. I hope everybody in Colorado is staying safe. Looks like we got a little bit of snow, wet snow too. At least it's easy to get off the cars. So, went out and brushed my wife's car off because that's my job. So my wife and I, we're a little bit old-fashioned. I understand that women can do certain things, but it's my job to do certain things like take out the trash. You guys, let's get on the ball here. As men, we need to do certain things. Just do them. Go out in your backyard, pick up the darn dog poop, would you, dudes? All right. Before we get started, I wanted to talk about something real quick. It's called long-term sobriety. All right. So what is long-term sobriety? I actually put this out. I put it out as a question in the group for one time. And the thing is, when it comes to long-term sobriety, it is a matter of opinion. Okay. In a sense. Okay. But I'll let you know something that as you get further and further into sobriety, things start to happen, and those things aren't going to happen without time. Okay? Time, energy, effort. So, nobody won the prize. 10 plus years is long-term sobriety. Okay? It is about 10 years. And why? Because we drank for a while, okay? Now, you're not going to hit certain points, okay? Well, Dion, you've got 5 years, right? Coming up on 4 year, 9 months. I don't know. Okay? I'm in between 4 or 5, right? But Dion, you act like you. Okay? I had 12 years of sobriety. Now, if you had long-term sobriety, it was good sobriety, you're going to get that back, okay? Doesn't mean I'm going to add it on. Otherwise, I'd be at 16 years. Woohoo! See how we could play with numbers? Okay. Get rid of saying I'm a person in long-term sobriety unless you have 10 plus years. Because when somebody says that to me, I'm going to tell you what I think. What are you lying about? How do you know what are you attaching? Why are you attaching that? I'm Dion, and I'm a person that's been living a long time now. Are you just bragging? It doesn't make any sense. Okay? It doesn't. So get rid of it. Okay? If you don't have 10 plus years, you are not a person in long-term sobriety. I am not a person in long-term sobriety. I may have gotten some of my gifts back from before, but I still got to hit that 10-year mark, man. Double digits. That's where it's at. Okay? Why don't we know that? Ooh, that's a different topic, you guys. But why don't you take a look around? Notice it's 4 or 5 years, and then all of a sudden it's 20. And I'll tell you why. Because of the 10-year mark, life becomes utterly different. And until you've experienced, you don't know it. So stop making yourself more than you actually are. Don't take credit for shit you haven't done. And for God's sakes, quit bragging on Facebook that you did something nice for somebody. That's getting annoying too. Dear Lord. All right, now that I'm done bitching, let's get to the top. Let's get to today's. Yeah, 2 people watching. They're probably like, okay, I'm going to head out now. We got. All right. Although we came into the program to deal with a specific problem, we soon became aware that we could find not only freedom from addiction, but freedom to live in the real world without fear and frustration. We learned that the solutions are within ourselves. With the help of my higher power, I can enrich my life with comfort, enjoyment, and deep down serenity. Am I changing from my own worst enemy to my own best friend? I'm going to read into action. I'm going to read a couple pages here, actually, because it covers a lot. The alcoholic is like a tornado roaring his way through the lives of others. Hearts are broken, sweet relationships are dead. Affections have been uprooted. Selfish and inconsiderate habits have kept the home in turmoil. We feel a man is unthinking when he says that his sobriety is enough. He's like the farmer who came up out of the cyclone cellar to find his home in ruin. To his wife, he remarked, "Don't see anything wrong the matter here. I got long-term sobriety." That's it right there. "Don't see anything the matter here, Ma. Ain't it grand the wind stopped blowing?" Right? Yes, there is a long period of reconstruction ahead. We must take the lead. A remorseful mumbling that we are sorry will prove the bad story. Not to sit down with the family and frankly analyze as we now see it, being very careful not to criticize them. Their defects may be glaring, but the chances are that their own actions are partly responsible. So we clean house with family, asking each morning meditation that our Creator show us a way of patience, tolerance, kindliness, and love. Okay, those are the things that we must carry with us always: patience, tolerance, kindliness, and love. The spiritual life is not a theory. We have to live it. Unless one's family expresses a desire to live upon spiritual principles, we think we ought not to urge them. We should not talk incessantly to them about spiritual matters. They will change in time. Our behavior will convince them more than our words. We must remember that 10 or 20 years of drunkenness would make a skeptic out of anyone. So how can you go through, let's say, even 10 years of drunkenness, okay? 10 years. And you expect yourself to be well in 5. And take however long you drank, okay, and zero it out. It's not a rush. There's no rush. There may be some wrongs we can never fully right. We don't worry about them if we can honestly say to ourselves that we could right them if we could. Some people cannot be seen. We send them an honest letter. There may be a valid reason for postponement in some cases, but we do not delay. If it could be avoided, we should be sensible, tactful, considerate, and humble without being servile, scraping. As God's people, we stand on our own 2 feet. We don't crawl before anyone. We're talking about the 9th step here. All right. But in this portion, what I wanted to take out was, as God people, we stand on our own 2 feet. We don't crawl before anyone. And that gives us our freedom, the freedom to live. God gives us the freedom to live. But put away that pocketbook. There's more. If we're painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. Okay. Some people think it's halfway through the steps. Some people it's halfway through the 9th. This stuff started to happen to me halfway through the steps. Okay. I don't know which one is right. I know which one happened for me. We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past, nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity, and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. Again, I'm going to change that. Okay, because we know that the further down you've gone, the more you have to show. We know that. But what about the people that didn't drink for all that long? Okay, you can show how your experience can benefit others too. So I'm going to switch that. That feeling of uselessness, self-pity will disappear. We'll lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. And here's the big one. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. What is that? Not drink, right? It means not drinking. So, are these extravagant promises? We think not. They're being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly, but they will always materialize if we work for them. You have to work for them. This thought brings us to step 10, which suggests we continue to take personal inventory and continue to set right any new mistakes as we go along. We vigorously commence this way of living as we cleaned up the past. We have entered the world of the spirit. Our next function is to grow in understanding and effectiveness. This is not an overnight matter. It should continue for our lifetime. Continue to watch for selfishness, dishonesty, fear, resentment. When these crop up, we ask God to remove them. We discuss them with somebody immediately and make amends quickly if we have harmed anyone. Then we resolutely turn our thoughts to someone we can help. Love and tolerance is our code. There it is again. And this is my favorite part. And we have ceased fighting anything or anyone, even alcohol. For by this time, sanity will have returned. We will seldom be interested in liquor. More promises. These are, the 10th step promises. What? If tempted, we recoil as from a hot flame. We react sanely and normally, and we find that this happened automatically. Okay? This is the definition of recovered. Okay? That is why I love this part so much. Okay? No, you do not finish the 12 steps. But you can complete them. Okay? You can complete them. You can physically complete the steps. Okay? So don't take that away from yourself. That's something that you earned. Stop giving yourself stuff that isn't yours and taking away stuff you deserve. So mean to ourselves, man. We shouldn't do that. We will see that our new attitude toward liquor is given us without thought or effort. It just comes. That is the miracle of it. We are not fighting it. Neither are we avoiding temptation. We feel as though we have been placed in a position of neutrality, safe and protected. That's how I feel. Do you feel that way about your recovery? We have not even sworn off. Instead, the problem has been removed. It does not exist for us. We are neither cocky nor we are afraid. That is our experience. This is how we react so long as we keep in fit spiritual condition. Yay, I did that without my dyslexia. Morning, Ma. I hope you're feeling better. I've been watching you. It's good to see you. May I praise my higher power for my freedoms from addiction, from spiritual bankruptcy, from loneliness, from fear, from the seesaw of pride, from despair, from delusions, from shallowness, from doom. I give thanks for the way of life that has given me these freedoms and replaces the empty spaces with goodness and peace of mind. Today I'll remember to give thanks for all my freedoms. Thanks, God. Thanks, God. Hope you're doing good. So, see, we can get to a place where we are recovered. Okay. I would probably refrain from saying that in meetings. There are some people that say, my name's Dion, I'm a recovered alcoholic. Unless you're willing to have that conversation over and over and over again with somebody, and people are going to contend you on it. I guarantee it. So if that's a fight that you want to stick up for, then you go for it. But I'm going to let you know now, say it in a meeting, people are going to say something to you. Right? So you best be recovered and you best be ready. All right. I've got your back, but I ain't going to say it. That's just a fight I'm not willing to go over. And I'll tell you why. Because if you do the steps, you experience it yourself. And it's something that you must experience yourself. I can't explain it to you. Okay. You have to do it yourself. It's your experience. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I got about 30 minutes before our podcast. We got Ryan Candidate coming on today. I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be a fun conversation. We're going to be covering his story a little bit, and then we're going to kind of just talk, kind of see what happens, see where we go. We're going to talk about his program Free, and should be a good time. That'll be out about 2-3 o'clock this afternoon. Love you guys. Peace out and have a day. Bye.